Hello and welcome to Rig Analysis 101. I'm Chris Eli and I'm going to take you through some steps of analyzing some drilling data. So we're going to start with an EDR upload. This is CSV data collected from the sensors on a rig. We're going to just, for this purpose of this video, we're just going to focus on bottom ROP. So here we have a list of data. This data goes all the way to a depth of 16,577, 7,500 rows of data. I believe this is 10-second data. So we're going to, for purposes of filtering, we're going to apply some filters here. We are going to use an add-in called Dplot, which is an engineering software add-in for Excel. Makes things easy when plotting and looking at mass loads of data. Even millions of rows of data can be analyzed quickly through this method. So for our purposes, we want to place a number filter on the on-bottom ROP because we're just interested in the on-bottom data. So we want to look at anything over 0. And for the purposes of this, we're going to look at rotating ROP. So we want a rotary RPM above what the average would be. In case they were oscillating the drill pipe, it'll show up as our RPM while they were sliding. So we're going to do a greater than 50 range. So this is going to capture everything rotating over 50 RPM, and just to make sure that the ROP was there, and just to add a couple of things, we're going to put a between on the flow of, we're going to go 200 gallons because this was a 6-inch hole. So we're going to do 200 gallons to 350 gallons per minute. So we can be sure that the data is clean and that it's clear. And what we're going to be looking for here is we are going to sort the hole depth from smallest to largest. So that way the chart is going to show us an accurate depiction of what the ROP was for this run. So we're going to use the XYY, and that's going to open up Dplot and allow us to look at this data from this standpoint. We're going to select the option of scatter plot, and it's going to give us a real defined curve here. And we want to generate a moving average based on this curve, and that's going to give us a really nice line there. And we can select the interval size for that line, and we can rename this line, but this gives us an idea of what our ROP was here. So in this, we can see that there's data in the system. We can change these symbol styles to make these smaller and more pronounced, and then we can change the color to a more pronounced color to see the data in this respect. Later on, I'll help you out with some text options here for the title and axis. For here, we could name this the well name, and we could, so for instance, here you could say this was just the lateral section, and then we could indicate that this is an ROP chart. You can really put anything you want to in here and it'll change it. Dplot's a very nice, it's a very nice plotting mechanism. It has a lot of features. This copy feature allows you to copy and paste into things like Excel, Word, PowerPoint. You can see here where there's plots here pasted into the system, but we're going to stick with where we're at in here. If you want to at any time, you can just double click these and you can rename this. So we're just going to say it's moving average ROP. We're going to click OK. And we're going to right click on this and we're going to say we're going to hide all but the moving average of ROP. And this gives us a really nice defined line here. Again, there's no issue with making multiple moving averages. If you want to change the way the interval is, we can change here and smooth the curve out. We could change this to 50 and you see it's going to make a little bit smoother of a line. If any time we can hide all of those, we can hide this one and go back, and then we can generate one even further to smooth the line out. If you so choose, you can select a much higher interval, let's say 500, and that makes a more smoother curve. So we can hide all but that one, and that gives us this curve here. Later, we'll talk about multiple axes, and then we'll go into some further detail. But I appreciate you guys, your attention. Well, our intentions are to keep these short, and we'll go into more complex charts later on. If you have any questions, please contact us at info@riganalysis101.com, and also visit our website. We have YouTube videos up there for you to check out. Thank you. Have a great day.